Okay, so I guess this is the way you're supposed to go live. Alright, so being on government assistance to me is a mindset. Like living off, not being on it because I'm on it, but like literally saying that this is how you're going to spend the rest of your life and you're okay with that. That's a mindset thing. Like, I know for a fact that when I found out I was pregnant, I went straight downtown. I went and got everything that I needed, and just sitting there. First of all, I'm taking a ticket and sitting there and waiting for as long as I did was just like mind blowing to me. And watching the different type of people coming in and out, and some you could tell they're trying, and others you could tell they've given up, and others and some you could tell they just don't know nothing else but this. Like, this is it. Not that they given up, but they clearly don't know that there's something further or beyond this wall. That did not sit well with me. It didn't. Being one, I don't know what it is, but I've never felt so upset and disgusted with myself. And I mean, you shouldn't feel that way when you need help and you're getting help. But I guess the mindset that I was in and being pregnant and the emotions and stuff, it was just like extra, because it's like, how did you come to this? Like, being surrounded by plenty of people of my color and seeing how the system has gotten them trapped, like how they're trapped in the system and the mindsets that they have. I was always, I guess this was God's way of humbling me, because I was always like, that just was not fair. They was living off of it. They getting crab legs. They doing all this stuff and they ain't got to work. Like, that's not fair. Here I am working. My parents been working their whole life. Now, I know at one point my mom and them, we did have stamps or whatever from what I heard. I don't remember. That's how long ago it was. Like, I don't even remember and wasn't aware that we had them. But for the most part, I come from a household where if we were struggling, you couldn't tell we were struggling at all. And my house was always the house of, they got everything. Like, it was the house that other kids and other family members wanted to come to, because we was technically rich and had it compared to them. So I guess to a certain extent, there was like, and it's me being just transparent. To a certain extent, it was just like, I guess thinking back, I kind of felt like I was better than them. If you really want to get down to the nitty gritty of it, it was just like, I'm not on that level. I'm up here. But it wasn't like I acted out on that, because I spent most of my time with these family members and these friends and stuff like that who didn't have. I spent my money on them and never asked for it back. I was genuinely generous. Like, those are my cousins. Like, there's nothing I seen different. I didn't see that, oh, that's the broke side, and this. I didn't see none of that. But I did know that there was a structure, there was a level, and a lot of that came from growing up. My mom and them was like, don't go in that neighborhood, don't be over there. Like, that's the type of household I came from, and I'm not gonna feel bad about that, because I know there's plenty of other people that was raised like that. And I can't feel bad that my parents had opportunities and took advantage of certain opportunities and made certain decisions that led them to where they are. So I'm not going to apologize for that. And for a while, it took me a while to realize that I didn't have to apologize and feel bad for feeling the way that I did. Like, we were never raised to believe you was better in anything. My dad's always told us, always know that somebody else is better than what you are doing. Better at what you do or whatever it is out there. Like, don't always think that you the shit. Like, you this is and that, and there's somebody that's more than that. Right. Well, that's fine if you don't care. That's fine. I don't think this live is even for you. I don't know. But anyway, it just seems like when I was pregnant and was sitting in that DHHS, I believe that's the word, the letter abbreviation for it. I was just like, damn, y'all are sitting here and giving me the fourth, fifth degree, like I'm a suspect in a murder. Like, I'm simply just saying, hey, I'm pregnant. I don't have a job. I don't have a place to stay. I need help. I've gotten myself in a situation that I've never been in, and there I am. So, working, the fact that what I'm getting at as far as it being a mindset, I sat there in that chair and vowed that I wasn't going to live off for the rest of my life, especially with having cousins and stuff that said that that was their goal. Like, they don't care to have as many kids, whatever, because they was going, they was going to get EBT, they was going to get WIC, they was going to get whatever, and they will be good in Section 8. But the way they handle you versus coming from having, my mom and dad vets and stuff, like the insurance that I had, and coming to that and Medicaid and stuff, you could tell the difference on how they treat you. You could literally see the difference. And what in the world? Aw, your bunny died. That's sad. I had a bunny. Her name was Bugs Rooney. I had to give her up, but I'm sorry that your bunny died. Moment of silence for the bunny. All right, Veronica. Don't worry about these people in here, Veronica. I don't know who they are. I really don't. I don't even know what time it is. I've been up, I've been up for a while. Nowadays, I've been on this mission of really, getting shit done, that something be waking me up every morning, and I just be up and moving. Before you know it, it don't even be that. This is a bit something electricity. Oh, no! Stand up for your bunny, Veronica. You do that. That's what I'm talking about. You stand up for your baby. I'm sorry about that. That sucks. They do get into a lot of stuff. You can't protect them from everything. So don't beat yourself up about it. Hi. Hi. Well, hello. If you would, Evergreen Way TV, would you just kind of say something nice to Veronica, because somebody's being really rude in here. Can I get these people out? Because I don't even know these people. You're welcome. I want to get that person out of here. They've been ugly since they came in here. Now I see what people mean when they be like, there's some trolls, there's some real evil people out here. Her bunny died. So she's sad. She's upset. And there's somebody in here that's just saying, yeah, they rude. And that's fine, because everybody's spirit ain't the same. That's like I just said. They just said I'm evil. Well, they're evil. Everybody's spirit ain't the same. But you can't expect everybody. I think, and look, see, now, I was going to get on here and talk about how the mindset needs to change as far as being on government assistance and stuff. So we're going to cap it right there. If you find yourself in a bad situation, don't allow that situation to change the trajectory of your life because of how you get mentally. You feel like that it's a death sentence. And literally, you get wrapped up in it, in the government assistance part, and you just really cannot find yourself out. You find yourself just okay, I'm stuck, capped at this amount of money because I don't want them to take away. And yeah, it gets crazy. Thank you for being nice. Although you say you're evil, it's okay. Sweet. Thanks. I appreciate you coming around and switching that up a little bit. It's cool. I feel like everybody can get along. whether you're evil or not. You can't take good without the bad. We'll say that. And sometimes I feel like even those who are bad kind of, you can't get the good without the bad, you can't get the bad without the good. So I feel like everybody got both sides in them, and it depends on what they want to act on at that point. Because when I say I can be a little evil, a little something sometimes, I get it. But we ain't got to talk about that. Opinion on the Tupperware versus old takeout containers. Mama ain't wasting no money on containers when that. You hear me? The butter, the butter containers, the little sandwich meat containers are them perfect for meal preps. Meal preps. What else? Shit, when I go out to eat and they got a real good one, I'm like, oh no, this is kind of hefty. This all right. I'm gonna keep it. Who got a good one that I was like, damn, I ain't never seen one that good. Shoot, because it's still in my cabinet. Like, it's still in my cabinet, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep that one forever. But speaking of, like, yeah, you definitely got to save the money. You got to get yourself together, and you just got to push forward when it comes down to getting no government assistance. I was on the Section 8 list, and eventually I didn't respond back because I feel like I was at a better situation where I didn't need it, and somebody else could probably use it to get them a leg up. You got to have that mindset about it. You can't just because they're giving it to you, take it. And then somehow the way what I believe is, if you know you don't need it, it's like a way that you kind of hinder yourself. You kind of hinder yourself by saying, I'm gonna take it because I need, it's useful. But literally, can you see yourself being in a better position? If you can, then go for it. Hey, then go for it. Just go for it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I still didn't have a place to stay, but I did have a support system where I could find a place to stay. So I could have jumped on having taken Section 8 apartment, but the way I was raised, something in my heart was like, hey, there's somebody out here that do not have a support system and don't have a place they can lay their head with their kid. So allow them to have it, and whatever is meant for you, it'll come. So if that means you gotta forget having Section 8, or forget that blessing, and I say quote unquote blessing because, like I said, if you take advantage of it and you just prolong your growth, you stunt your growth, then it's technically not as much of a blessing as you think it was or you thought it was. But if you have faith that and believe that this ain't your end, this ain't a life sentence, this ain't gonna be it, then don't take it. Give it to somebody else that could probably actually use it, and allow that to be their stepping stool to go further. Your stepping stool is that you actually have support system where you can stay and you can focus on something else versus making sure you got a Section 8 housing and things like that. If that makes sense. Because I know a lot of people are like, why would you miss out on Section 8 housing? Like, come on. But for me, it felt like I was accepting my fate. That's what I'm going to say. It felt like that I was accepting my fate if I accepted that Section 8 apartment offer. Because I already knew that I was getting comfortable as it is. So to keep me uncomfortable, because only good, you could only grow when you're not, when you're in uncomfortable, I can't get the word. I'm stuck looking at this squirrel do something stupid. I'm literally squirreling over a squirrel. But yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it there because now I'm stuck at looking at nature, and I'm noticing that there's like some foil balloons in the tree over here that just keep sparkling. So yeah, I'm out of here. I gotta go ahead and get back to work. I don't even know how to end this thing.